warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Nazwa Nuhana Sution. I'm class Biology Education 1 2022. I want to explain the origin of living things. The origin of living things. Number 1, abiogenesis theory. The realist theory of the origin of life is the theory of abiogenesis. This theory was coined by Aristotle. Abiogenesis theory argues that living things can arise from inanimate objects. For example, frog come from man. The origin of this theory was when Aristotle placed pieces of meat in the open. Slowly, the meat roots and fly larvae appear. This is what makes Greek philosophy believe that living things originate from inanimate objects. Number 2, biogenesis theory. The theory of biogenesis is a theory of the origin of life which states that living things originate from other living things. The scientists who put forward this theory were Francesco Redi, Lazzaro Spallanzani, and Louis Pasteur. Francesco Redi's experiment. Francesco Redi was the first person to conduct experiments to disprove the theory of abiogenesis. Redi made an experiment by putting meat into two jars, an open jar and a closed jar. After several days, it was observed that larvae appeared in the meat in the open jar while the meat was in a clean, closed jar. Redi also concluded that the maggots came from flies that entered the jar and laid eggs. It didn't stop there. Redi made another experiment to confirm his conclusion. He modified the jar to cover it with gauze. He did this so that air from outside could enter and rot the meat, but flies could not enter, thereby preventing the appearance of fly eggs. The result is that the meat rots and no larvae are born. Francesco Redi proved that the larvae that emerged did not come from meat but from fly eggs. Example of Francesco Redi's experiment. Francesco Redi's experiment was a tube covered in gauze. Tube covered with gauze, there has been no change. On the third day, it had turned brownish and has an odor. On the fifth day, there were more eggs, small caterpillars, a strong smell, and the texture changed. On the seventh day, the color of the flesh changed. There are more and more small caterpillars, and the smell is pungent. Francesco Redi's experiment on open tubes. On the first day, the color was brownish. The third day, it smelled and there were more and more eggs. On the fifth day, there were more and more small caterpillars and they caused more and more odor. On the seventh day, the caterpillars and eggs were increasing in number and causing a pungent odor. Lazzaro Spallanzani experiment. Lazzaro Spallanzani tried to prove that the emergence of organisms came from other living organisms. Spallanzani carried out tests by heating root meat stew in two different pieces. After heating, each container was given different conditions. The first container was closed, while the other container was left open. After leaving it for several days, it was seen that in the open container the broth became cloudy and had a foul aroma. On the other hand, the condition of the broth in a closed container remains clear. This occurs due to the activity of microorganisms originating from the free air. Lazzaro Spallanzani proved that organisms are not brought from inanimate objects but from other living creatures. Example of Lazzaro Spallanzani experiment. Lazzaro Spallanzani's open broth tube experiment. On the first day, the color of the broth was still clear. On the third day, the broth started to become cloudy. On the fifth day, the color of the broth began to become cloudy and the aroma was rotten. On the seventh day, the color of the broth became cloudy and the aroma is pungent. Lazzaro Spallanzani's experiment with tightly closed broth tubes. Day 1, the broth is clear. On the third day, the broth remained clear. On the fifth day, the broth remained clear and there was no change. On the seventh day, the broth remains clear because of the presence of microorganisms that come from the free air. Louis Pasteur experiment. Louis Pasteur proved that the microorganisms that emerge from broth do not come from the broth itself but from microorganisms in the outside air. Pasteur modified one of the containers used by Spallanzani with a long neck fleece. This long neck is useful as an indicator to let you know that there is still a connection between the fleece and the air outside and there is still oxygen for living microorganisms. After heating it and leaving it for several days, it turned out that the broth placed in the long neck fleece remained clear, but at the end of the neck a lot of dust and dirt appeared while the open container contained microorganisms. Louis Pasteur proved that the microorganisms that emerge from broth do not come from the broth itself, but from microorganisms in the outside air. Example of Louis Pasteur experiment. Louis Pasteur's experiment with broth placed in a long neck fleece. On the first and third day, the broth is put into a clear long neck fleece. On the fourth and sixth days, the broth remains clear. On the seventh day, the color of the broth remains clear and does not change. I will summarize the main point of this presentation. Conclusions about the origin of living things. The theory of abiogenesis that living things originate from not living things. Material: meat, rubber, hose, tube, gauze. This experiment also broke the theory of abiogenesis and produced a new theory with the following three contents. Number 1, omni vivum ex ovo, all living things originate from eggs. Number 2, omni ovum ex vivo, all eggs come from living creatures. Number 3, omni vivum ex vivo, all living things originate from living things. Thank you for your attention. See you guys.
down, bring it back, make it clap. I got